Hello, I'm Hammacott and I'm a pre-sales engineer at Somerford, and today we're delving into Lacework's capabilities in identifying potential attack paths adversaries could use to compromise your cloud assets through the use of Lacework's Attack Path Analysis. Somerford is a premier partner of Lacework, leveraging our specialised expertise to assist in the delivering, maintaining and educating of Lacework. Our services encompass end-to-end solutions, which spans design, implementation, deployment and support. Specific to Lacework, we offer a CSA, or Cloud Security Assessment, as a free service, which provides the opportunity to perform an on-the-fly report of both cloud compliance and vulnerability identification within your own infrastructure over a one-week engagement. We found that this is often the perfect introduction to some of Lacework's functionalities and use cases, as it entirely revolves around your own cloud data. When talking about hacking and cyber attacks, adversaries will rarely use a single exploit to attack a cloud network. Typically, cloud attacks exploit multiple risks in sequence, leveraging assets in combination to escalate the damage caused over your infrastructure and data. Unfortunately, it's not feasible to completely eradicate the risk and possibility of cyber attacks, meaning that modern solutions need to be able to effectively mitigate the risk your assets and configurations currently bring to the rest of your cloud infrastructure. However, identifying the top risks within your cloud infrastructure comes with a few challenges. Traditional isolated alerts make it difficult to understand your entire risk severity. Every risk must be considered within the context of your own cloud environment, but cloud risks can often produce a lot of alert noise, making it difficult for analysts to prioritize actions. This means that dead ends are often chased when alerts are triggered for assets that do not have a high true risk. For instance, if a critical vulnerability was found on a machine, but after investigation it turns out that it isn't even powered on. Lacework provides a clear and user-friendly solution to this with its unified attack path analysis dashboard, allowing you to fix what matters most and prioritize protecting your most sensitive information and infrastructure. This ultimately leads to an overall increase in efficiency, as the problems that I listed beforehand are mitigated, giving your analysts more time to work on what's important. When working in a security or incident response team, where responsibilities are shared between you and your fellow security specialists, Lacework also empowers team play by creating a single shared platform that promotes the alignment of risk reduction efforts between multiple users. I'll now run a quick demonstration on Lacework's Attack Path Analysis dashboard and show how your team may utilize it to gather context on risks already established in the compliance, vulnerability and alerts dashboard to more effectively identify the methods an adversary could use in an attack. Lacework's user interface will enable us to see these attack paths in the same way that an attacker would, allowing us to think like an attacker but fix like an expert. When first accessing the Attack Path dashboard, found on the navigation menu on the left, we are presented with tables that include the top risky assets by type. This includes hosts, containers, exposed secrets, and data assets. Once we've identified a risky asset that we want to investigate, we can click the View Attack Path button under Action, and it's also important to note that we have the ability to jump straight into the corresponding vulnerability page for risky assets that this applies to. Once we've reached the Path Investigations page, we can see a detailed breakdown of cloud resources in the attack path, highlighting vulnerabilities and non-compliance findings that can then be leveraged to reach sensitive data. In this case, we can see that the final resource in the path is an RDS database. Understanding that one of our back-end databases is at risk of compromise is one thing, but the Attack Path Analysis dashboard will break down each of the cloud assets with their own individual risk findings within the path. By mousing over the first security group in the attack path, we can see that its current setup is not compliant. Clicking on the compliance violations, we are sent to a table that highlights each specific policy violation. As we can see, the security group currently has configuration issues around ports. This table also includes more information about the security group, including CloudTrail logs and further details on configuration. If we go to the Configuration tab, we can see that the security group does have an open port 22, which shows that the administration ports are currently open. The same method of analysis available to all risky cloud resources in the attack path. This includes information on EC2 instances. When investigating this EC2 instance, if we instead scroll down, we'll get to the same table. It looks very similar to that of the security group we were just investigating, but has additional tabs for vulnerabilities, secrets, and users. The Vulnerabilities tab has a detailed breakdown of each vulnerability currently active on the machine. It includes important information such as the CVSS score, its assumed severity, package names and namespaces, current version, and a version that would fix the vulnerability. The Secrets tab would show exposed secrets. Fortunately enough, we don't have any in this case. Similar again to the security groups table, we have compliance violations. And finally, we have user logins and exposed ports. Lacework's Attack Path Analysis aims to provide context to your risky cloud assets by tying resources, vulnerabilities, and compliance violations together, collating them into a single attack path. This can ultimately help you to understand the steps an adversary may take to compromise your cloud data or infrastructure, and how you can rectify any insecurities. Each of the hosts and compliance findings that I've shown you today could have easily been assessed granularly in the compliance or vulnerabilities pages by clicking on them within the attack path.